When this news broke, the world seemed to come to a standstill. Jungkook, a member of the legendary boy band BTS, is now lying in a hospital bed. His usually cheerful and smiling face is nowhere to be seen. Reports revealed that he had fallen victim to inhumane treatment during his mandatory military service as a cook. Is this the price a global superstar has to pay to fulfill his duty to his country? On the other side of the globe, Jimmy Fallon, the host of The Tonight Show, made a bold statement that stunned millions. This is unacceptable. What happened to Jungkook is a harsh slap to everyone who values dedication and hard work, he said. The statement sparked a wave of speculation. What could have prompted Fallon, known for his easygoing demeanor, to react so emotionally? This story opens a new chapter in the larger discussion: what is life truly like for celebrities in South Korea's mandatory military service? Jungkook, who has captured the hearts of millions worldwide, now finds himself in a troubling situation. Reports of harsh treatment by his superiors have ignited outrage, not just among fans but also within the general public. What is really happening behind the walls of the military barracks? As a South Korean citizen, Jungkook, like all Korean men, is required to serve in the military. When this announcement was made, many fans felt saddened but supported his decision, trusting that Jungkook would fulfill his duty as flawlessly as ever. However, no one could have anticipated that this duty would turn into such a tragic ordeal. When he began his service, Jungkook was assigned as a cook, a position that was expected to be relatively manageable. But reality turned out to be quite different. Reports indicate that Jungkook was often treated unfairly by his seniors. His global fame became a double-edged sword, making him a target of poor treatment. Leaked reports suggest that Jungkook was frequently overworked, forced to cook for far more people than his capacity, often without assistance. Additionally, he faced psychological pressure through demeaning taunts about his celebrity status, such as, "Do you think you're special just because you're from BTS?" Fans around the world are enraged. How could someone who has brought pride to his country be treated this way? Jimmy Fallon, known for his close relationship with BTS through interviews and collaborations on his show, was among the first international figures to speak out. In one of his monologues, Fallon firmly stated, South Korea needs to recognize that they have a precious gem in their hands. What happened to Jungkook must not go unanswered. His statement opened up a global discussion on the treatment of celebrities during mandatory military service. Many are beginning to question whether reforms in South Korea's military system are urgently needed, particularly for handling individuals with high public profiles. Continuing this story, rumors have surfaced suggesting that the mistreatment Jungkook faced in the military reflects a larger issue: a rigid hierarchical culture and a lack of protection for high-profile individuals. Many former South Korean military personnel have begun speaking out, revealing that the military system often creates a high-pressure environment, especially for those who stand out, such as celebrities. In Jungkook's case, his global popularity seems to be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it draws admiration; on the other, it fuels envy that manifests as abusive behavior. Leaked audio from the military barracks, allegedly where Jungkook served, has reinforced these allegations. In the recording, a voice can be heard with a condescending and threatening tone, saying, "We don't care who you are out there. Here, you're just one of us. Lower your head, or you'll suffer." The recording has sparked outrage among fans. Social media was flooded with hashtags such as #JusticeForJungkook and #ProtectOurIdols, calling for urgent reform in the military system. Protests even broke out abroad, including outside the United Nations headquarters in New York, where fans demanded international attention to the case. However, it's not just fans who have reacted. Several global celebrities have also voiced their support. Charlie Puth, who collaborated with Jungkook, expressed his solidarity on social media, saying, "No one deserves to be treated like this, especially someone who has brought so much happiness to the world." Elton John also showed his support, adding to the growing pressure on the South Korean government to investigate the issue. Amid the storm, a short video of Jungkook in the hospital began circulating on social media. In the video, he appears weak but tries to smile. In a barely audible voice, he says, "I'm okay. Don't worry about me." Fans quickly noticed something was wrong. His eyes looked weary, and his body appeared noticeably thinner. Many believe this was Jungkook's attempt to reassure his fans, even though he himself was under immense strain. Official responses from Big Hit Music, BTS's agency, have been minimal so far. However, Jin, a fellow BTS member currently serving in the military, posted a brief message on a fan community platform. "You're not alone, I'm with you," he wrote, accompanied by a heart emoji. This message was seen as a profound gesture of solidarity, and a possible indication that the issue might be larger than it seems. On the international stage, Jimmy Fallon took another surprising step. During a live broadcast of his show, he stood center stage holding a poster that read, "Justice for Jungkook." The move drew cheers from the studio audience and went viral on social media. With a trembling voice, Fallon said, "Maybe this isn't my business, but I can't stay silent. Jungkook is one of the most genuine people I've ever met. If something like this can happen to him, who can feel safe?" Fallon's act sparked waves of support from other celebrities, increasing pressure on the South Korean government. Meanwhile, the public began questioning whether it was time to reform South Korea's military system to better reflect values of fairness, especially for individuals who represent the country on the global stage. As for Jungkook's future, many questions remain. Will he return to duty after recovering, or will his declining health lead to his exemption from military service? More importantly, will this case become a turning point for reforming a system that has long faced criticism? This story isn't just about Jungkook. It is a reflection of the challenges faced by individuals trapped in a system where hierarchy and power often take precedence over humanity. Jungkook, who has brought so much joy to the world, now needs our support. Will the world, particularly South Korea, hear this call for justice? Or, like so many other stories, will this case fade into obscurity and be forgotten? However, the pressure isn't solely directed at the South Korean government. Big Hit Music, BTS's agency, has faced criticism from fans for its perceived lack of transparency in handling the situation. Many are questioning why the agency has yet to release a stronger official statement or take legal action to protect Jungkook. Some fans have even called for a boycott of Big Hit-related products if decisive action isn't taken soon. On another front, this case has sparked conversations about South Korea's culture of excessive hard work, often regarded as an inseparable part of its national ethos. The treatment Jungkook received is seen as a reflection of a larger systemic issue. Societal pressure to always tough it out, without considering individuals' mental and physical well-being. Both local and international human rights activists are now using this case to advocate for changes in military policies and workplace culture within the country. The international community is also starting to take serious notice. Human rights organizations, like Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, have issued statements urging the South Korean government to investigate this incident transparently and ensure Jungkook's rights as an individual are respected. They also emphasized the importance of special protections for celebrities in mandatory military service, as their public status often makes them targets of unfair treatment. Amid all this, Jungkook's health remains a primary concern. While circulating videos show his characteristic smile, leaked medical reports indicate that he is suffering from severe physical exhaustion and psychological distress. Fans and the public speculate that these pressures may have been present since the early days of his service but are only now coming to light. Other BTS members have also begun showing their support publicly. J-Hope, known for his cheerful personality, posted a photo of a sunflower with a brief message, "Where there is darkness, there will be light." This message is seen as a moral boost for Jungkook and concerned fans alike. The group's leader, mentioned in an interview, "Jungkook has a strong spirit. But even the strongest need the support of everyone around them." In recent developments, the South Korean government announced the formation of an independent investigation team to look into the case. This step is seen as a response to growing global pressure. However, skepticism remains among observers, who worry that the investigation may become a mere formality without producing real results. Despite all these efforts, the biggest question remains: will this case lead to significant change? Jungkook's situation highlights not only the treatment of celebrities in mandatory military service, but also how hierarchy, power dynamics, and envy can create unhealthy environments for anyone, whether famous or not. Jungkook himself, though in a weakened state, remains a symbol of resilience for many. His story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest situations, there is hope for change. Will this case mark the beginning of substantial reform in South Korea's military system, or will it fade into history as just another forgotten story? The world is watching, eyes fixed on Jungkook and those fighting for justice on his behalf.